Yo, 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 one, two, three, and the place to be. It's your player partner from the bottom of the map. It's your dog Israel. Just checking in for a minute. Before I get into it, as always, please like, subscribe, share, comment, put your 2 cents in, tell a friend to tell a friend to put their 2 cents in. Um, so we can see what y'all talking about in the comments. I know y'all have a lot of valid points. Some of y'all be talking a lot of bullshit, but we love engaging with y'all because that's what we do. We the shit talk podcast. We gonna talk some shit. Um, but we all you fans at the core. But we gonna talk. We in the barbershop. We gonna talk shit. We at the water cooler. You got the podcast that's gonna give you a lot of the analytics. They're gonna break down all the numbers and we're gonna do that too. But we here to talk that shit. So appreciate you guys. Jumping in the comments. Keep rocking with us. We're gonna keep growing this channel, and we're gonna keep building. We're gonna keep rocking on. So, real quick, I kind of just wanted to pose a question. Something that we've been looking at this season with Miami, trying to determine whether this season was a success or not. Please let me know. Do you feel that this season, as we looked at what we were expecting at the beginning of the season to where we ended up at the end of the season. We've had some ups and some downs. We had the Texas A&M victory, and maybe our expectations went up. We had the Georgia Tech blunder, and maybe our expectations went down. We had a couple. We beat Clemson. Maybe our expectations went back up. Lost to North Carolina State, and maybe our expectations went back down. So just kind of want to know, check the temperature of how y'all feel about whether you determine if this season was a success before we play Rutgers in the Pinstripe Bowl. Um, Let me put my 2 cents in. Um, I don't think this season was a success. I think this season was an absolute failure. Um, we did see growth in certain areas. Our defense, while by the metrics, by the numbers, say they were really good, they were damn good, especially against the run. But if you look at some of the point totals of some of these teams, North Carolina with 41, Louisville with 38 after Florida State, held them to 6 points. Um, North who is it? Clemson had 26 or 29. We've had some pretty big point totals, and when you see what some of the other teams are doing to the same teams that we're playing, it's just like, is this misleading? Because you look at our rush defense, our rush defense is top 15. Our pass defense is pretty damn good. We got Ruben Bain, we got Kiko, we got Cam and James Williams who are out of here, but you look at the defense, you say, damn, our defense, even maybe our offense couldn't put up no points, but our defense was damn good. If you look at the point totals, you're just like, damn, our defense was good, but why the hell were these point totals so high? Um, so in that sense, I would say, there was growth in that area, the defense. The defense definitely tackling got better and our corners, our secondary wasn't getting beat a whole lot. Getting and besides the Georgia Tech game that we ended up losing, that you get players behind you. But I think that was a point of emphasis. I think we covered that. I think Ruben Bain started getting doubled a whole lot. So we didn't have like a bunch of sacks. We didn't have a ton of interceptions. We had a good amount of turnovers, but you would say in the defensive area, okay, there was some growth. There was some success there. I would give it to him. There was some success. Offensively, we were up and down. We started up. TVD looked good. Then he dropped down. Our running game looked kind of iffy. Then our running game came on towards the end of the year. Now, was it because of, them kind of going in a different direction? Because Parrish and Cheney was getting a ton of the carries, and maybe our offensive line gelled a little bit more. That's another area of success that I would say our offensive line was pretty good. Our offensive line play was dominant some games. TVD and Emery weren't getting hit a whole lot. They were able to get like a clean pocket, a whole lot. Um, so they can make their reads. I wouldn't say this was, Ken Dorsey where he wasn't getting touched, but he wasn't getting hit a whole lot. So I give it to the offensive line. Our running game wasn't super explosive, but we had some decent games. Our running back our running back room did well. I wouldn't say that our rushing attack was um I would say our rushing attack was successful for the most part. You're gonna remember Don Chaney fumbling, um, and just as the group as a whole, we're solid. We're solid. All right, and the group as a whole was solid. So I would say we were successful at that area. Let me get back to quarterback. Quarterback was, I think a lot of y'all gonna say a failure. I'm actually gonna say quarterback play was only with an asterisk. It was only based on what the coaches did. Quarterback play can only be as good as what the coaches allow. Mm, I would say quarterback play was not. It was successful as much as it could be. All right. I know y'all not going to agree with that. Y'all, I know y'all glad TVD up out of there. I still personally would like TVD to stay, coach him up on second year in Shannon Dawson's system. Maybe Shannon Dawson gets the green light to kind of let it go a little bit more, going in a different direction. So I would say offensive line success. Running back room was, I would say it was even. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't it wasn't dynamic. And that, play calling to that too. Offensive line play was good. Offensive line play was good. This is the best offensive line play I've seen in a very, very, very long time. So I say success, offensive line. Receiving core between Restrepo and Jacoby George and Kobe Young and um Brashard Smith and Isaiah Holton and Harold whenever. Successful. Well, not a lot of drop passes. And I'm just saying, like, as a group, they had a good year. Not based off the numbers, but just as their play, right? They were catching the ball. They were making plays when they were given an opportunity. I've seen Jacoby George make plays. We've seen Brashard Smith make plays. We've seen Kobe Young do what he does, high point the ball, and we've seen Restrepo catch everything in sight. So, all right, tight ends, mm, tight end play, but I can't say it was on them because they didn't see no action. And a little action they seen, they didn't really make an impact. So, regardless of if it was them or the coaches, I would say tight end play was unsuccessful this year. Overall, the offense, mm, mediocre, 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 mediocre. What y'all say? So the defense, if we had to give grades, the grief defense I would give B minus. The offense I would give mm, a C. It's a passing grade. I would give the defense a solid B. Right? They played very well in some places, but they still gave up a lot of points. The offense, you had some games where TVD did well. Our weapons, finally got the ball. When they did get the ball, you see Rashard Smith in the back rib field. He busts open 80 yards. Our freshmen, got some chances to play. Um, so coaching, I'm gonna give it F. All right, unsuccessful coaching. Um, I think Mario did a terrible job with management, time management, play calling, just overall management of the game. I give Mario a F, unsuccessful. Shannon Dawson, it's like an incomplete because Mario is over his head. So, and I would say Guidry, I give them a C. I felt like our players made the defensive scheme look better than what it was. Because I just watched Florida State just completely shut down Louisville. I mean, y'all watched the game. Y'all seen it. I mean, shut down, and Louisville marched up and down the field on us. Marched up and down the field for 38 points on us. All right. They couldn't get, I think they had like 60 yards of offense in the first half. They ended up with, a horrible number of yards at full strength, and we couldn't hold them. So if you want to say our defense is elite or damn good, we gotta be truthful. We gotta be honest about it. Like when teams are being held to under 10 points, it's a good defense. It's elite defense even. Teams are getting to 30 and 40 points consistently, high 20s up to 40s consistently. It's not an elite defense. You be good here and there, Spotty. So um yeah, just wanted to see what give my assessment of what I thought this season turned out to be. Oh, one more thing, transfer portal was successful. We got Jaden Davis in the transfer portal. We got Kiko in the transfer portal. Um, so yeah, I think as far as the transfer portal went, we had a pretty successful year, and overall, I would say this season was very unsuccessful regardless of whether we win or lose against Rutgers, because 7-5 is, or if we end up, think about it. If we end up 8-5, would you say 8-5 is a successful year? And let's say we end up 7-6, would you say that's a successful year because we're above 500? I say no. Maybe I'll say yes. But let's talk some shit. Let's not try to, I think we get a little bit too much into trying to be um, you know, player and program friendly. Look, our program, we love the youth, we love the history, we want the glory days back. But right now, they deserve the shit that's being talked about them. They deserve it. And it is what it is. We still love the team. We still gonna root for them. We're gonna still throw up to you because that's what we do. But yeah, go ahead and jump in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, and tell another friend. And I'm gone.